Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. We have Novak Djokovic versus Lorenzo Musetti for the ATP Athens final. Will Novak Djokovic win his first title of the year, or will Lorenzo Musetti qualify for the ATP finals in Turin? A lot on the line for both players. Of course, for Djokovic, winning a title is, to add to his absolute truckload of titles, is not going to move the needle, but for him, it will be at least something that he can say, look, at least I've got some silverware this year, some trophy this year under his belt, especially as it's now in his adopted home in Greece. For Musetti, it's a huge match because if he wins it, he guarantees himself the ATP finals qualification, if I'm not mistaken. So that is, look, there's a lot on the line for him, and he'll be looking to win it in style. And in saying that, it's going to be a tough one because, why do you guys think? The head-to-head is heavily in favor of Novak Djokovic. He leads 8-1. And Djokovic's game is just not... It's just not good news for Musetti because of the way that he plays. We'll touch upon it in detail in a second. Before we do, of course, though, remember to that like button, do subscribe if you're new, and do leave a rating or review if you're listening on a podcast platform, We appreciate each and every one of you. Okay, so let's look at this. So they only played on hardcourt 3 times, and Djokovic won all 3 of them in straight sets, very comfortably, by the way. Indoor hard, he beat him 6-love, 6-3 in 2022 in Paris. Wow. The only time it's ever been relatively close is when it's been on clay. So, yeah. It's going to be a real test. He'll be fighting for his life because he wants the ATP finals spot. But I don't know. The only way I think that he'd qualify if he doesn't win is if Djokovic pulls out of the tournament at the ATP finals, which could happen. Look, this is a really tough one to pick, if I'm being honest, because I just find it very difficult with Musetti to see how he gets it done stylistically. It's just a very tough matchup for him. I think he almost needs to play lights out. I don't think this is the Djokovic that has made Grand Slam semi-finals. I think he's been playing a pretty good level, but I don't think it's been an incredible level in this tournament. Just looking at who they've beaten, Djokovic beat Tabio, Borges, and Hanfmann all in straight sets. Musetti beat Wawrinka in 3 sets. Then he beat Muller in straight sets, and then he beat Korda in 3 sets. So he's had some battles, some real battles, Lorenzo Musetti. Look, the one-hander just does not hold up particularly well against the Djokovic backhand, which is flat, is penetrating. It is a real disruptor when it comes to Musetti, and he doesn't want to stand super far behind the baseline, but he has to because of the depth of the Djokovic backhand. Then he finds good width and angles, makes it super awkward for Musetti on the one-hander. Then in the forehand, Djokovic's forehand has been firing this week in Athens. He's been playing some really aggressive tennis and first strike tennis. The serve has been popping. Musetti is not an elite returner. He has improved his serve, but Djokovic, even though his returning is not what it once was, it's still at a good enough level to really trouble Musetti and force a lot of pressure in those Musetti games by getting to neutral quite early with a lot of depth, a lot of penetration through the court. He's added the drop shot, and Djokovic, and he's also got incredible net play, as we know. For Musetti, I think he needs to be aggressive, and the problem for him is that when he goes aggressively down the line with the backhand, sometimes it might be a winner. He might get an error from Djokovic. But more often than not, I can see Djokovic hitting that incredible open stance forehand, loopy cross-court shot, which is just such a good way to get himself out of trouble, with pretty good depth as well. And it's just such a high margin shot to reset the point. And it's such an intelligent shot that he executes so well. I think Musetti needs to play incredibly aggressive to get the win. And I do think he needs to take some risks. So going backhand line is not a bad one. I think he needs to go hard into the Djokovic backhand. I think he needs to be aggressive with the forehand as well. And he needs to venture forward to the net when he can, because he's a very good volleyer. And yes, Djokovic is still incredible when it comes to passing players, but he's not at his athletic peak. So this is a great opportunity for Musetti to not necessarily make it physical, but make it physically taxing for Djokovic. And that means he needs to open up the bag of tricks, the slices, the drop shots, the angles, the variation. Really try and disrupt Djokovic, and then he needs to be clutch and take his opportunities when they come, because that's going to be the biggest thing. The opportunities will be there, it's just whether he's able to convert and really step up to the plate in those clutch points, or crucial points, that is. I think he also needs to be a bit braver on second serve, because his second serve is quite weak, Musetti, and I feel like Djokovic will pounce on that. Yeah, I mean, he's going to have to hustle, and it's going to be a very difficult match for Musetti. It'll be a mixture of playing aggressive and also hustling when he needs to. I'm going to pick Djokovic to win his first title of the year, and I'm going to go Djokovic in straight sets. Let me know in the comment section below what you think and why. Thanks very much, guys. Stay safe and well, and we'll see you in the next video.